This is Unmask Lifestyle, and you are welcome to the show today. Today I am so excited because we have a very great friend of mine as special guest here. We have Ali Hooker. So she is the special guest for today. Ali is a poet. She's a writer. She's a philanthropist. She gives to the community. She gives so much to the community. You know how all of us would work for money. Ali is so generous. She's selfless. So Ali is in this show today. She's a writer. She's not a chef, but she has a book that is coming up, and I'll let her talk about the book before the show begins. Today, we will be talking about dates. And this is one of the recipes, as I have said, in Ali's upcoming book. Will be launched next year at the Dubai Expo. She would give us all of the details about it, hopefully.
So, why the interest in dates? Well, we're living here in Saudi Arabia, as Chinwe said, and Saudi is one of the biggest producers of dates in the world. And they also give away thousands of tons of dates every year to humanitarian causes because it's a superfood. It is something that will sustain you. It's a food that will sustain you when you have little else to eat. And it does have a great history, going back about 5,000 years as far as we know. And it features in all the great religions, and there are myths, there are legends, there are all sorts of stories about where dates came from that go back many, 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 many years. So it really is a fantastic, it's a food with a story. But it also is a food with a lot of health benefits, and we're going to talk about that a little bit too. We have two recipes to share with you, two that are fairly similar but slightly different use of ingredients, and we're going to do a taste test on those in the end as well. But it is a recipe for a smoothie that is a real good energy boost for you. So hopefully you'll gain some benefit from trying this recipe. So some of the things that the ancient Egyptians used them for, they used them to treat swellings and inflammation, coughs and colds, intestinal worms. So if you're feeling a bit irritable today, in that department, eat some dates. And hair growth as well, which has actually been clinically proven to be one benefit of dates, that they can help with hair. You have to eat them though, you don't rub them on the top.
That's awesome, yes.
So I started collecting recipes together. I now have about 140 recipes for everything from savouries to traditional Arabian dishes to sweets and treats, and the smoothies that we're going to show you today.
Yes.
And as Chinwe mentioned before, at the moment I'm working on putting those together into a book that hopefully will be available, for the public in the future. Next year we're looking at perhaps promoting it at the Dubai Expo. So that's sort of a bit of a background to dates. I mean, one of the other important things that we should convey to you is what makes them a superfood. What is it about dates that's good for us? Why should we be eating dates on a regular basis? First of all, they're known for improving heart health. They're known for lowering cholesterol.
Yeah.
And as the Egyptians found, they're also good as an anti-inflammatory. So if you want to get rid of some of those pills in the cupboard, have a date instead. A lot of vitamins in dates, a lot of B vitamins, so very good for you. B1, B2, B3, B5, as well as vitamins A1, C, E, and K. They also have a substance which is another V vitamin called choline, which the brain uses for promoting memory. Yes. So they're actually a good food for young children, who are at school and having to use their memory, and also for elderly people to help guard against Alzheimer's. They have a high iron content, and they also have other things like selenium, and copper, magnesium, which are all good for better bone health. And one dried date provides 140 milligrams of potassium, which is also good for menopausal women.
Yes,
so we should be eating our dates on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And they also have energy-giving carbs, dietary fiber, a bit of magnesium in there, so that's good too. That helps with lowering blood pressure because it dilates the blood vessels. They're actually a good way to take magnesium, because sometimes when people take magnesium in a tablet form, it can cause diarrhea or tummy upsets, different things. Whereas the date is kind of much more easily digested. The other thing is it has things like folate, niacin, thiamine, riboflavin, carotenoids, which are all good for pregnancy as well. So, for any ladies out there who might be expecting a baby, and if you're not expecting a baby and you'd like one, they're very good for male infertility. Dates also have a very low glycemic index, so they're good for for your sugar levels, and can certainly help people. They've improved clinically that people with diabetes can actually eat them without having any problems. So many health benefits. Why aren't we eating more of them? One of the drawbacks is that they are fairly high calorifically, which would put some people off. But dietitians sort of say maybe 6 to 8 dates a day per person is a good way to go.
Which is great.
So the first smoothie that we're going to make is be using water. Chinmay's just gone to get the frozen bananas. I mean, you can use fresh bananas in this recipe perfectly adequately, but I like to actually freeze my bananas. In this one, we're going to put some chia seeds. I guess you're familiar with chia seeds. We're going to have some blanched almonds. We're going to just use a couple of dates, so not too many calories. 1 banana, some coconut oil, and water. So let's start off. We're going to put a teaspoon of chia seeds. I'm using black chia seeds. I mean, you can use the white ones just as well. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of these blanched almonds. So we're going to blitz these in the Super Blitz. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the dates. I prefer the darker, richer, fruity dates because I think they have a lovely flavour. Some people like the drier, longer dates. This recipe actually calls for 2 dates per person. But again, I'm going to be a bit more generous. I've taken the pits out of these already. So you give it another blitz then. So now we're going to add the banana, the peeled banana. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a teaspoon of coconut oil. So I've got good quality organic coconut oil here.
So this is
put the whole
one banana?
One whole banana, frozen. Okay, so do you want to give that a blitz? Let's just put 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. This actually gives it a sort of little buzz of the coconut. So now we're going to add 200 millilitres of well, about a cup. We'll put a cup in. We'll put a cup in, which is a bit more than 200 mils. But water. So we're going to put water in. Just don't fill it quite to the top. Okay. Now we're going to blitz it all again. And then we're going to make another variation. We're going to try this. I'm going to try this first.
Yes.
Okay. So it's so easy, and yet here you've got this a beautiful consistency, sort of milkshake consistency, and I think it's really good for you.
Wow, this is good.
So you like it?
They are amazing, very good, healthy, and delicious.
Very nice.
It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness, you need to try this. Try this, let us know what you think about it.
Very filling as well, actually. So I mean, my husband quite often has one for his breakfast on a Saturday morning. You know, he'll say, "Can you make me one of those shakes with the dates?" You know? Okay, so that was number one recipe, and we're gonna make another one now, and very similar, perhaps even a little bit easier as well. So we're going to need 2 frozen bananas for this one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a few more dates in this one. This makes enough quantity for 2 people to have a nice big smoothie. I'm going to put some peanut butter. This is crunchy peanut butter. So obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, this isn't a good one to do.
Yeah,
but,
you can have almond.
Yeah, you can use almond butter or
yeah.
cashew butter or something like that. Or if you have a nut allergy, don't use anything at all. Chia seeds, here we go. We're going to be a bit more generous with the chia. So I've got 2 tablespoons of those, and we're going to put the banana in there. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and then we need our almond milk. So this is the cheap version. In the last one we had to actually use the blanched almonds and crush them up. This one, instead of using the water and the blanched almonds, we're going to use the almond milk. This is unsweetened almond milk because with the fruit that you've got there already, you've got enough sweetness. You really don't need to add any more.
So now,
now we're going to have a taste test with this one too. You have one of these for breakfast, it will keep you going till lunchtime.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's nice and thick. Lovely milkshake consistency, and that's the banana that does that. So,
and you can even add more liquid.
Yeah, you can. You can make it as runny as you like.
Wow, this is good.
In actual fact, you could probably freeze it and make nice sort of ice cream as well, you know. That's even better than the other one.
This is good. Loving it. This is so good. I think we have to do another recipe from that you cook. This is really, really amazing. I think for the fact that everything in it is healthy, good for you. All of the things you've used today, they are really amazing things that we need actually every day. So we just, have a better life and feed our system right. So this is good. I love it. This is good.
And it's the sort of thing that kids will enjoy as well, where maybe they wouldn't, like to eat the date on its own, or even eat nuts on their own. But again, you've got those nice flavors coming through.
Try this, and we have so much coming your way in this channel. This is really amazing. I really appreciate that you came here today to talk to the audience. So she has all this amazing talent, and I am so glad.
And there you go. You've got this fantastic, very luxurious,
amazing
shake,
exotic,
that's extremely good for you. So I hope you'll try it and you'll enjoy.